Hope everything is clear. Let me just set it. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody in there? Hello. Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone there? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is yet another live from my side, and please nod and let me know if I'm audible and because I cannot hear myself right now. And I hope you all are doing well and are keeping high spirits and are also making the most appropriate use of time in hand because time, after all, is invaluable. And so let us keep on extending this understanding further and further. Time is invaluable, and we must always know that. And this knowledge, this knowing, is going to help us. Hello, Anand Mishra. Hello, how are you? Raymond Mensha. Hi, how are you? So, where are you from, Raymond? Anand, where are you from? Am I audible? Because I don't know whether you can hear me. Just nod if you can hear me. So I hope you all are. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, G. Benga. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wow, Ghana. That's amazing. What's the time out there? Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Okay, so hope you're all doing fine and are keeping in high spirits and are also making the best use of time in hand because time, after all, is invaluable. And out here, we are going to extend this understanding further and further. Hi, Jay. What's the time out there at your end? And how cold is it? Hi, Jonathan. Hello. Where are you from? So, the topic that I'm going to pick up today is a much requested topic by many of you. And the topic is what numerology numbers and or how we can activate wealth and prosperity through the knowledge of numerology. Uh, Hi, 747. Okay. So, okay. Okay, it's 6:17 a.m. right now at here. Thank you so much. And so, how to activate wealth with the help of numerology? So, well, to that, I would like to say that the first step, once again, towards knowing that is the knowledge. Yes, 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 I'm going ahead. So, the first step towards that is getting to know uh, how to be at the right place at the right time and getting to know the having the knowledge of your personal timing. And when you are able to be at the right place at the right time, you simply get the opportunities and you can activate the most favorable chain of events for yourself, and things just naturally start working in your favor. uh, in this one, Anand Mishra, in this one, we cannot have different kinds of topics in the same log. So I definitely will include name numerology as well in some of my upcoming logs. Okay, so circumstances, what I was saying is that ups and downs in life are definitely going to happen all the time, and circumstances might not be in our favor all the time. Just like the seasons change. We have winters, then we have summers, then we have spring, autumn, we have changing seasons. In the same way, the seasons of our lives also change, and we have to keep on changing with the change in the upcoming season. We have to acquaint ourselves with the momentum of time, and we have to show the flexibility to adjust with the tide of time. And unless we do that, see, there are going to be times, there are going to be certain times which would demand a lot of patience from your side, which would demand you to stay a bit low. You have to lay low during those times. And during those times, if you try to act more forceful, and if you are trying to be a little more pushy about results, things are definitely not going to work in your favor. In the same way, there are other times when you are supposed to be more assertive, and you're supposed to be more focused about your goals. And during those times, if you are more carefree or careless, again, things are not going to work in your favor. So you have to move with the momentum of time, and that is the first step towards activating wealth and prosperity for yourself. So, correcting the timing and reacting correct with respect to time is the most effective remedy. People think that name change, as one of you also asked me, that I should talk about name change. But what I think is that name change is the last solution that I would opt for. Before I would like to go for a name change, I would like to tell you that correcting your personal timing, being at the right place, knowing how to be at the right place at the right time, is the most effective remedy, and it's really going to work magically for you. And we cannot stop, by making having a taking up a different name. We cannot change the circumstances around us. If somebody claims to be doing that for us, it's totally not true, because circumstances, we will not have complete control over the things that happen around us. But we have to be in control of our how we react to the stimulus which is being given to us. So we have to keep on adjusting our sails with the direction of the wind that is coming up for us. And we cannot do anything to change the direction of the wind. We just have to be flexible and sail with the tide of time. So that is the first step. Now, having said all that, once you know how to be at the right place at the right time by correcting your personal timing, once you learn to do that, once you learn to do the right thing at the right time, only then things are going to act in your favor. So there are certain numerology personal years which are my favorites. One of which is the personal year 5. Many of you could be in the personal year 5. Okay, I'm reading the messages. I'm scrolling and reading the messages afterwards, because I'm going to lose the track of the topic otherwise. So the thing is, where was I? Yes, one of my favorite personal years is the personal year 5. Many of you can be in your personal year 5 right now. And the personal year 5 activates the luck factor, as a result of which you can also have activated abundance and activated prosperity. So the number 5 activates the luck factor in a big way. So if you are placed in the year 5, naturally a lot of things are going to work out for you. Uh, in an organic manner, things are going to turn up in your favor. So during a year 5, you can take all the chances that you always wanted to take. Another favorite of mine is the year 8. The year 8 also brings abundance in some ways. It gives it brings good career opportunities and career advancements. Along with that, it brings increased responsibilities, And also it brings financial abundance. You would notice that always when you're placed, there are times that when the 8 year acts against you, when you have made wrong choices in the past, but most of the times the 8 year acts in your favor and it activates abundance. So that's another favorite time that I have, when you can again start taking chances, and you can again start doing making the investment that you always wanted to make. And you can always you know uh, try out the plans that you always wanted to try. So other than the 8 and the 5 year, there's also this year 1, which might not feel like a very lucky year, because it's not going to give you a lot of social support, but it is an important year of making a lot of important decisions which you always wanted to make. However, there are 2 years where you have to lay low. Say if you are in the personal year 2, or in the personal year within the tenure of the personal year 7, you really have to lay low. Number 6. Yes, number 6 is also a good year. The year 6 also brings abundance. Number 6 is also known to be bringing abundance and activating prosperity. That's a good number. And 2 and 7 are the years when you are supposed to lay low. So if you are if any of your cycle numbers is 2 or 7, and during that time you're thinking of being very pushy and going very fast with your career front, things might not work in your favor. During a 2 time, you have to take the role of take the supporting role. Similarly, during a 7 time, you have to do a lot of research activities, and you have to rejuvenate and be in rest. Unless your business has something to do with academics, you are not going to you cannot be very pushy during these particular years. So even if you are sticking this and that, or using many remedies that you come across, things may not work in your favor unless and until you do what the cycle number or the momentum number, or what the cycle of life is pushing you to do. So number one, yes, number one is the time of making decisions. You have to be very assertive during the number 1 time. Even if people don't support you, you have to be very assertive. Raymond, number 8, as I said, that yes, number 8 can be a very lucky time when prosperity, financial abundance can definitely come your way. It can definitely happen. How do you know what year you are in? Well, uh, Corey, I am going to provide the links to my New Year personal year forecast log. When you will, it's not being provided right now, and I'm going to provide the link in the description box very soon. And out there, I have mentioned how you can calculate the personal year numbers, and then how you can know what is the duration of your personal year. And it's very important to know what the duration of your personal year is going to be. So if you click on the I button after some time, it's going to be your life path is 4. For a life path 4, I'm just coming to that point. I'm going to tell you certain numbers which are going to work for you. So but the first thing is that you have to see whether you are placed in the right cycle, right? And if you click on the I button, you're going to find the links to all those logs, and you can view that, and you can find out for yourself. So having said all that, taking the fact that you know how to place yourself correct according to the momentum of time, there are certain numbers that I'm going to talk about right now that can further activate the luck factor for you. Definitely. Welcome. So, the first number, but before I talk about these numbers, I would like to say that whatever the number you choose, uh, you know, the number that you will choose will always depend on the need of the hour. It'll also depend on what your core numbers are, and it'll depend on what your activated numbers are. There is no one medicine for all the ailments. So the number for each one of you is going to vary because we all are different people. We are having different circumstances. So there is no one number which can be universally. There are certain numbers like 5 and 3, they are universally lucky for most of you. But then when you get into the double digit codes, there is no one number which is absolutely good for everybody. So the numbers are definitely going to vary. What does it mean? Andy, yes, what does it mean when you see recurring numbers like 5? Yes, I have covered the topic of recurring numbers also in one of my previous logs. Again, I'll provide the link when you will click on the I button. And 5 definitely is the number of change, adventure, freedom. 5 means that you should experiment a bit, you should try out your luck, you should not fear what is going to happen afterwards. You should be more open and more receptive, and you have to be more flexible. Okay, so the number, as I said, that the lucky number for you is going to vary as per your core numbers, because your core numbers are all different and your situations are also different. So your lucky numbers are going to vary, and there is no universal medication for all ailments. For instance, someone may wish, maybe a creative person, maybe into designing clothes, while somebody else could be interested in a business which deals with real estate, and or somebody could be interested in interior designing, while somebody could be wanting to do get into some kind of a travel business. So the number which is going to work for you will vary as per your situation. So say for example, now let me come to the numbers finally. So say for example, as Anand said, that how is number 5? So let me come to the number 5 first. So the number 5 is a number that activates communication, travel, change, freedom, meeting various people. It also expands your horizons. So say for example, somebody has the life path 5 and has the love for traveling, or also wants to start a travel business, or is into something where meeting a lot of people. I'm sorry for the noise. I think that's an aeroplane landing. Okay, so if somebody is into something like that, then the numbers 23 and 32 are really going to work for that person. And it's really going to, because 23 and 32 are the numbers that activate communication, and they enhance your speech and the way you deal with people. So these are the two numbers that are really going to work for somebody who has the life path 5, or is into some business which needs a lot of communication and dealing with clients and meeting a lot of people. And now, also, does 11 represent emotional energy? Yes. 11 is definitely a very emotional number. Apart from that, it is also very intuitive, and it is also a visionary. 11 fluctuates between 1 and 2. It has leadership qualities, and it also has a lot of supportive qualities. So 11 is a very interesting number. We can dedicate one whole log after this number 11 someday. So now, let me come back to the lucky numbers once again. Now, for people who have life path 4, or if somebody is dealing with businesses in real estate or some kind of business that where you need immediate tangible results out there, you can go for the number 44, because 44 is a number that always ensures order, system, and method. It will make your life more methodical, and it will give you more tangible results more easily. And I had once called Coco Coco Beyond 314. Okay, okay, okay. 14th March is your birthday. Okay, fine, good. Good to know that. Uh, okay, now coming back to the numbers that are going to be lucky for you. I said 24 is good. Not 24, I talked about 23, 32, and 44. And yes, 24 is also a very good number. 24 is a number which supports luxury business, food business, or something to do with interior decoration. Even 24 can go well with real estate. So 24 is a lucky number for all these things. And apart from that, 26 is also a very lucky number, which if somebody has the life path 8, or is into something where some amount of diplomacy is needed, because 26 is a variation of 8 which brings tangible results and which also makes a person a bit diplomatic and more balanced. Apart from that, if you are into something creative, you can go for the number 30. 30 is a very good number which activates creativity and optimism. So 30 is going to activate wealth coming through creativity and optimism, kind of an attitude. Apart from that, if somebody is into academics or some kind of research based work, I usually say that the number 7, just wait a minute. I usually say that the number 7 does not bring uh, tangible results, or it's not a good business number. But 70 is a very good variation of 7. Even 77 is a very good variation of 7, which work magically. 7 you can find in 2 of the leading businesses in the internet that you have. If you calculate, Google and Amazon both reduce to 7. And Google is a search engine, as I said, that 7 is a seeker and the researcher and the searcher. And Amazon is a business that started with selling books. So these are the 2 businesses that have the number 7 activated. However, you would notice one more important thing, that the soul urge number for both of them is 8. Again, the personality number is also 8. So that's something very interesting. So the number 7 also works when applied at the right places. So you have to look into your core numbers. You also have to look into your cycle numbers, and based on that, the numbers for you are going to work. I live in a house number 11. I changed the number because it adds to 2 and we didn't progress financially. Okay. You live in a house number 11. So what you can do is, how did you change the number to, because it adds to 2. You changed the number. How did you change the number? You added some number somewhere? You stuck some number somewhere? Uh, for business, if you want financial gains to happen, you can change the house number to an 8 or a 6. 6 actually activates a lot of feminine vibration in the house, so you can definitely go for the number 8 or number 4. If you want happiness directly, because money is only the medium, once again, that is one interesting thing that you have to know, that money is only the medium. So you can straight away get to your goal. If happiness is your goal, you should straight away go to the number three. You can change it to the number three. Also, there is another interesting house number. As I said, I prefer five. So what five is going to do to you is five is going to bring you a lot of varied experiences and a lot of traveling. I love to travel, so I personally live in a house number five, and it definitely activates a lot of traveling for me. And so I already talked about uh, all those numbers. 70 and 77 also I talked about it. Okay. 369 are very special numbers. Yes, definitely. 369 are very special numbers because you might have heard about Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla had said that 369 is the code to the universe. And 369 are also and Nikola Tesla always liked doing things in the sets of three. And when you do things in the sets of three, it reinforces a certain pattern in your life. Because you would notice that whenever you read a book, always the pattern of three is repeatedly used. For example, the three musketeers, or maybe the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So the number three is the smallest number that creates a pattern in your mind. And when you keep on reinforcing three, what happens is you add three, and again you add a three, it becomes six. And then finally, when you again add another three, it becomes nine. So one whole cycle is completed. Nine means completion. And one whole cycle is completed when you complete three sets of three, and then you get into an increased circumference and an increased radius, and your whole vibes are raised to the next level. So that is how you can get to the this is the code to activating what you want in life. So you can definitely try doing in three things in the sets of three. You can maybe if you want to activate anything in your life, that is a very good point. So maybe if you want to activate something in your life, what you can do is you can concentrate upon that particular subject, and then you write down that thing, whatever you want, the affirmation, you write down three times in the morning, then again you repeat it three times in the afternoon, again you repeat it three times in the night. What happens is one whole cycle is completed in one day. So like that, you keep on raising the vibration. So this definitely is going to work magically for you. 369 is a very interesting code, definitely. And so endless numbers basically can work for you in endless ways. There are many ways of making numbers work. Name change is not the only solution. As I said, that name change is the last resort that I take. So I have actually done what I have collected all the double digit codes, and I have systematically placed it in my book, which you can read for free on Kindle Select, or you can also take the hard copy. This is the hard copy of my book. And I'm also writing another, I have completed writing another book, which is going to provide you the advanced learning in of numerology, and which is going to give you more insight into these numbers, how to read these number codes. And apart from that, I also have made few logs. Just a minute. Okay, apart from that, I also have made few logs that deal with these what you call these angel numbers, like 1111 and 222, 333, all these numbers. So you can definitely view these logs, and I will provide the links to them also. And we know that we see these numbers around, whether it is a 369 or a 333 or a 222. We know that we get to see these numbers around ourselves all the time, and they definitely have a message for us to learn from or to listen to. But do you know that you can also intentionally keep these numbers around? So you have to go through the meanings of these numbers, and you can have these numbers around yourself intentionally to activate a particular aspect in your life. Now, the final question is, how exactly can you have these code around yourself? How can you make them work, and how can you have these codes around yourself? So what you can do is you can take a computer printout of the number code that you want to activate in your life. So it can be a 2-inch by 2-inch or even a 4-inch by 4-inch printout in black and white, plain black and white printout. And then you cut out that section and you can stick it anywhere near yourself. So it can be your room door, it can be the main entrance of your house. If you want to change the whole vibration of the house, if you want to change the vibration of where you're working, maybe you can stick it to your computer or maybe your mobile phone, or or on your desk. You can stick it anywhere which is close to you. You can also keep it in your wallet. So that is how you can activate these numbers into your life without going for a name change. You can have the energy of these numbers by just keeping them around yourself. So now let me just browse through anything if I have not answered. Okay. Is there anything that life path for? So is numerology is a way of measuring different vibrational states that are present. Yes, numbers are basically vibrations. Numbers are energies. They say that God has made the world, uh, and we are getting to learn about the world through numbers, because numbers provide us information about a particular kind of vibration or a particular feeling. So everything basically around us is a vibration, or everything is energy, because every living matter can be called a form of energy, and energy changes from one form to another. Energy can never be destroyed. So number definitely are a measure of different vibrational states that are present. um, what else? Okay, I have answered this. Okay, 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 good. So do you have any more questions? What is the best number to use to activate relationship or marriage? Okay, happy girl. Uh, the best number to activate communication in a relationship is 3. You know, 3 will get you talking. So you can use the number 3. Uh, I don't have any questions. Your videos have really helped me out. Thank you so much. I'm happy that they have. I'm going into a 7th cycle this year. Any recommendation? I plan to learn how to program computers and play the piano, because I know 7 is a gate for education and learning. Yes, 7 definitely is a gate for education and learning new things. As a matter of fact, digital bread. Okay, I too am going through a 7 year, and 7 is a year when you have to improvise. You have to keep on improvising upon yourself. You should not directly, although I'm talking about wealth and abundance right now, I should not be directly targeting wealth and abundance during a seven time. uh, Wealth and abundance will happen if you just go on following up what you have already done so far. You do not, and also you have to remember to not over exert yourself. Do not try to bring upon big changes into your lives. Go a little slow, take it easy. Don't try to overdo anything. Okay, so is that all? Do I have any more questions to answer? Okay, if that is all, I would now like to call it a day. If you have any more questions, you can definitely ask me. You can keep on asking me. If you come up with something later on, you can definitely ask me in the comment section, or you can also mail me. I will definitely give you the email address in the description box, so you should check that. And I always reply to all my emails. And to many of you have emailed me, and the solutions, some of the emails I have saved for the 5th of February, where I will be discussing some very interesting questions by many of you live. And other emails I have already replied to you, and I have already shared the solutions that seem to be appropriate to me. So don't worry, whatever your issue is, I am I'm pretty sensitive about not dragging very personal issues into the public, and I keep it very private. So don't worry, you can definitely share with me whatever your issues are. And that'll be all for today. Take care of yourself. Have a very good time. Stay fit, stay safe. Bye bye.